So in this video, we want to talk about the future of data analytics. The members of the SISE working group are really focused on reducing overall critical infrastructure, CI, critical infrastructure risk, by merging private sector sensitive data with DHS's analytical capabilities. This is a future initiative, and the SISE provides a gateway to link private sector and DHS in a way that the private sector can maintain control of their data. So what is the concept? The idea is to get out in front of these disasters and threats with predictive reports and information alerts on interdependencies. From plus or minus 10%, everybody knows what goes on in their sector. The problem is, what sectors are you dependent with, or you dependent upon, and what's going on in their sector and their supply chain? What are the cascading impacts if electric has issues because it's dependent on transportation, it's dependent on communications, and it's dependent on fuel? So how do you merge all those things going on in those other sectors and give it to the electric sector executives so they can make better decisions? And this cross-sector interdependency stuff is the future. And this takes a lot of horsepower, a lot of research, a lot of engine and investment. But it also takes the sharing of data that kind of is going to be sensitive. And the SISE provides that. And we hope down the road that we're working with DHS that we can tap into their incredible analytics engine and help possibly bring use cases forward to them to look at, or more importantly, test some of the data products they produce to validate the analytics is accurate. Downstream, what this will help do is, by leveraging both capabilities, public and private, we hope to inform decision makers better and reduce the overall risk to the private sector across multiple sectors through their future investments and so forth. So what does this partnership look like? It's forming now, but it'll be a while. So in the middle is the SISE, which is the legal framework that protects the private sector's data. So they don't necessarily have to give their data to the federal government, but they can. There's technologies and processes in place that allow them to share it without taking possession of it. So the private sector here can provide the vetted people, protected data, define the requirements, use cases, test and evaluate, and do the feedback on it. On the DHS side, they can provide the analytics, vetted people. They can do product development. They can the SISE will provide them legal protection, so they don't have to worry about liability. But the outcomes and the products are the most interesting, because these products are unique. They are cross-sector, and they can really help drive better decision-making on so many things, on reducing risk. They can help the insurance sector better understand the risks, interdependencies. They can help investments in the future, where to put equipment, where to build offices based on its combined risk factors. All kinds of opportunities for this integrated public-private capability. So ideally, this is where the private sector folks within the SISE want to go with DHS. And I know DHS is working on several things like this, but we're very excited about this opportunity. And this, of course, would affect every sector, not just electric or telecom or what have you. But the trick is being able to protect the private sector's data so that it can be normalized. Liability can be removed, all the things that concern the private sector data, and by not giving their information to government because of government breaches and so forth, the SISE provides a way for that analytics to be done without risk, that type of risk, and lower the blowback from things like that happen. So this is something that we're going to watch very closely coming up in 2019.